Hello and welcome to a slightly different practice to what you're possibly used to, but I like to call this one spinal sustenance, and it's a practice that I have had personally for years, probably since I was about 9 or 10 years old when I first started belly dancing was my initial introduction into dance and movement. And a lot of spinal waves, a lot of belly waves, a lot of massaging, undulating in a very non-linear way. Yeah? And in life, you can live without an arm, you can live without a leg, but one thing you cannot go without is a healthy, supple spine. Yeah, at least not being able to live a meaningful life with movement. So, if there's one thing that we can tap into and start to connect with a little bit deeper, as far as investment of time into your movement practice goes, it is your spine. Absolutely. So, this is a practice that I've had for quite a few years now, and it has served me so beautifully. So, I'd love to share it with you. It's basically going through each segment of the spine and refining our awareness and ability to access and to move different segments. Yeah? At first, it feels like nothing is happening. Okay, so you're thinking, you're feeling, the mind is going, okay, I want to move this part of my body, and the movement will be very, very, very small. Yeah, it might not even move at all. But over time, continuing to create these neural pathways to the spine, you will be amazed at how the body can actually adapt. So, if you are doing this practice, I highly recommend doing it at least, once a day or once every 2 days for a couple of weeks or a month to begin with. And just experiment. See if there is a shift, if there is a change in how you feel in your spine and your body. Now, just quickly, the spine is also so important because, according to a lot of Chinese medicine, right, every single vertebrae is connected to an organ in the body as well. Yeah, so when we start to work with the spine, we're actually massaging, detoxifying, tonifying so many different things in the body, the organs, the really important stuff that are keeping you alive, vital, um, radiant. Yeah. And as we're going through the spinal segments, we're also working through, the head, the throat, the thyroid, the heart, the lungs, the stomach, the spleen, the liver, the gallbladder. Everything is going to be moving and squeezing. And that's just moving that blood flow, that circulation through the central channel of the body. Yeah. So, central channel also nervous system, fascial body, everything gets interrelated. And we are also making the spine, the core, really strong in the extremities. So strong in like the little movements that I feel we sometimes miss with a yoga or alignment-based practice. Yeah, it's one thing to be strong in alignment, but we also want to be really aware and strong when we are out of alignment as well. Okay. When you are alive and present in your spine, there's all of these super fascinating studies actually about the increase in empathy towards other people, or the increase in awareness of other people's body language, and being able to intuit, right, different energies or perceptions when you're with other people or animals or in a space, just based on being in your central channel and being so aware of your body that when you see someone else, you cannot help but also intuit or interpret how they're feeling in their body too. So it's a really, really powerful practice that, investment wise, it trickles into every aspect of your life. And I cannot explain it to you. It's something that you do have to experience for yourself. If you are interested in diving deeper into the spine, I'll link some of my beautiful teachers over the years, one being Simon Thacker over in New South Wales, who runs Ancestral Movement. And he does amazing work with the spine, and we'll be doing some of the practices that I have learned from him as well today. Okay. So anyway, let's get started. Come on over, find a comfortable standing position. You need nothing but yourself today. Okay. Alrighty, comfortable standing pose, feet slightly wider than the hips. Yeah. Lift the toes, spread the toes, place the toes down. Okay, soften the knees, so like a little buoyant bend. Scoop the tailbone, soften the front ribs, but broaden the collarbones, drop the shoulders. And crown of your head magnetizes up to the sky. And just breathe. Okay, now with every breath, become very aware of the central channel. We call it Shushumna Nadi, central channel. Crown of the head to the base of the pelvic floor. In every inhale breath, from this central channel, feel the body expand away from the spine in all directions. And with the exhale, feel the outer body collapsing in towards the spine. Inhaling, expanding out and away. Exhaling, coming back through center. And as you breathe, feel the feet begin to just melt in towards the ground. Knees stay soft. Pelvis is heavy, like it's hanging from a single thread from the base of your tailbone or spine. And see if you can find this feeling of lengthening the bones, but hanging the flesh. Lengthening the bones, but hanging the flesh. Full breath. Exhale. Open the eyes. Shift the weight into your toes and lift the heels. Shift the weight to the heels and lift the toes. Okay, forwards on the inhale. Back on the exhale. Forwards and back. Now the arch of the foot, okay, very intelligent system, correlates with the arches in the spine. Okay, so as we massage the foot, we massage the spine. Very good if we're walking on uneven earth, ground. Not so good if we're in flat shoes on concrete all day. But that's okay. We work with what we have. Alrighty, feet flat. Roll to the outer arches of the feet or the baby toes. Inner arches lift. Roll onto the inner arches, outer feet lift. Open. Close. Open. Whoa. Close. If you are a runner or associate with being a runner, this exercise for ankle strength and stability is just pure gold. Yeah. Alrighty, take this slow, rock the weight forward to the toes, roll to the baby toes or the outer arches, roll back onto the heels, and then roll into the inner arches, knock the knees. Okay, so you're circling knees out out, out. Okay. And if you're on a hard floor and this is a little bit painful, okay, just come back onto your mat. Or maybe some form of rug or carpet. Yeah. Now, as you do this, soft knees, relax the tailbone. Lengthen the spine, but hang the flesh. Hang the flesh. Good. Change direction, other way. Circle in. In. Oh. In. If I don't do this for one day, I feel very weird for the whole day. Like I can't walk properly. Good. Feet flat, soften the knees, and now kneecaps circle out. Out. Like they're doing breaststroke. Out. Out. And you go at your own pace, fast or as slow as you like. Each day might be different. Change direction, circle in, in, Center, keep that soft buoyancy in the knees, but now we go to the hips, to the pelvis, okay? Now we're starting with the spine. Hips beyond the big toes, yeah? Hips back behind the heels. Okay, like you're tracing a really big circle around the base of the feet. Feel. Change direction. Be really invested in every little sensation, breath. And because the power of your presence in this has a really big effect on what's actually going to happen in the body. Yeah? Good. Center, rib cage this time. Move it up to the ribs. Now, most of us are really stuck around this area. Yeah? And when we're stuck around here, the breath, the lung capacity is minimized so much. And this is an area that at the start, movement will either be small or very uncoordinated. But do what you can. Soften the shoulders, big circles. Change direction, other way. Power of presence. Chitta vritti, monkey mind, is going to get loud. Yeah? It's okay. I'm with my spine. Here I am. Good. Move it up to your head. Okay. Big circles with the chin. Chin. Keep stretching through the spine, but hanging the flesh. Change direction. Beautiful. Back through center. Okay, chin down towards your chest. Now moving through some body rolls. Chin goes down to the belly button. Relax the arms down towards the kneecaps. And then look forward, leading with the chin. Lift all the way back up. Lean back. Okay. Chest comes back, belly comes back, sit back. Okay. Chin goes down, folds, up. Exhale back, bend, sit. Okay, continue. So find this wave-like sensation from the crown of the head to the pelvis. And once again, intention of presence. The more you do, the more it will become. Full breath. Try to go back as much as you go forward, that real rounding concave in the front body. All right, reverse the direction, pelvis first, chest, chin, fold. Chin to the chest, roll up. Pelvis, chest, chin, forwards, up. You might feel the rocking of the weight on the feet, forward to the balls, back towards the heels. Relax the shoulders. Yeah, shoulders, tight shoulders, too much thinking. Don't think, just do. Come back through center. Arms to the sky, full breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. 2 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, stretch. Good. Hold here. One hand to your side, side bend, exhale. Okay. Keep leaning down to the side, and then exhale, ragdoll or fold forward. Come up through the other direction, so complete the circle, side bend. And back up to the sky, arms down. Side bend, fold, side bend, other side, center. Okay, so full circle, continue. Down on the exhale, up on the inhale. And experiment. Maybe you want to add arms. Maybe you add more of a back bend on the up. But focus primarily on the action of the spine. Change direction. Full breath. Amazing practice in the morning before you eat or consume anything, and the body is nice and clear, clean. Come back through center. Shake. Now that might be where you end, yeah? Otherwise, we start to get a little bit more specific each time, okay? So back to that standing position, we start with the pelvis. Touch hand towards your lower back. Yeah, so touch is really important here. Other hand, almost like you're piercing through, right? One hand lower back, one hand lower belly. And from this point, soften the knees, move the hips forward and back. Forward and back. Okay, so nothing else. Nothing else moves, just hips, forward and back. forward and back. Okay, and if you feel like, okay, I've got it, you can relax the hands, but really articulate forward and back from here, from that tailbone. Good. All right, take it side to side. Yeah. So from the lower belly and tailbone, side to side. Nothing else. And imagine the movement is coming exclusively from the spine or that particular vertebrae. Yeah. A lot of concentration. Ugh. Okay, creating new neural pathways, side to side. Okay, begin to circle the hips, but once again, from that point that you're touching, from the point, it's leading the way. Change direction. Good, come back through center. Okay, hand just above the navel, okay? Hand also, or just below the base of the rib cage. So same thing like you're piercing through, okay, but slightly higher than where you were previously. And you guessed it, this time move forward and back from this point in the spine. Okay, so we're incrementally going up through the spine. Now keep the knees soft, just moving from this point, forward and back. Movement might be really tiny to start with. Okay. And when you lose focus, right, I find it helpful to actually tap, 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 tap here, moving from here, forwards. And when you go back, tap here, 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 forward and back. This can be really good to actually do with a partner where they're tapping along your spine. Okay, side to side from this point. Side to side, nothing else, just that point. Circles. Okay, once again, above the navel, base of the rib cage, circle. Circle. Okay, this is a really tricky point to access. It really is. And there'll be different segments that you find easier than others. Change direction. Focus on making it as slow and as broad as you can. Oh, as you go back, you want the abdomen to really work. This is quite a core workout too. Good, back through center. Okay, sternum, right? Hand to your back, so base of the floating, base of the rib cage where we were before. Take it up a few centimeters, yeah. Middle of the back, between the shoulder blades, Forwards, back, forwards, back, yeah, continue. So this point, just about here, forwards and back. It doesn't matter too much exactly where you're moving from, but it's completely the intention. I'm moving from this point in my spine, this vertebrae. Lower body is relaxed. Hips are relaxed. Pelvis isn't moving, just the upper back now. Just the upper back. Side to side. I'll show you from the back. Just this point. Side, 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 side. Breath. Concentrate, concentrate. You are developing new neural pathways, yeah, connecting the mind with possibly parts of the body you haven't really moved before in isolation. It takes a lot of conscious concentration. Okay, circles. It gets a little more challenging from the place between the shoulder blades, forwards and back. Send it as far forward as you can, and send it as far back as you can. Really round into the shoulders. Okay, like you're airing out the back of the heart. Change direction. And keep in mind, we're moving quite quickly through these points. If this is new to you, I would honestly spend a lot longer, a little bit slower on each point. And over time, you get a little bit more specific with the points. Yeah? Center, good, relax. Touch the back of your neck. Okay, there's this bone here. They often call it the widow's peak. You know, when we get a little bit older or grief-stricken, this bone sticks out. Tap it. It's really nice and bony. And then the base of your throat. Yeah, this little crevice. Move from there. Widow's peak forward and back. The base of the neck. Now this one I find really tricky because it's not the head, not chickens just yet. Yeah. Widow's peak forward and back. So the movement might be real small. Ugh. Deep concentration. And we can hold a lot of tension or trauma in this point here too, or any points along the spine. So you might notice either frustration, anger, grief, any kind of emotion coming up. Let it be there. Yeah, let it be there. Breathe it through. Move it through. Good. Side to side. And if you lose connection, tap, 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 tap. Moving from here. Come on, body. Moving from here. Ooh. Where's the communication? Okay. As though if someone was to tell you, okay, can you just move your, T3, T4 vertebrae for me, nothing else. You could do it. That's the goal. Very specific. Right, are you ready? Circles. Once again, it's not the head, it's this part of the lower neck. So head stays relatively still. Change direction. Don't think about what you look like. Long-term goal. Beauty in longevity, hey? Not right now, though. Elegance can wait. Oh, come back through center. Okay, head. Here we go, chickens. Forward and back. So this point here, base of the skull, the occiput, yeah, where the neck meets the skull. That little soft crevice, forward and back. If you need to touch or tap, please do. Yeah, very, very helpful. Side to side. Circles. Oh. Ladies, massage your thyroid, so important for hormone regulation and connection to all the other organs and systems in the body. Change directions. Okay, back through center. We do a quick rinse through the rest of the body and finish with some gentle body rolls. Okay, so same point that we're just moving. Circle again. Okay, back of the neck, the occiput, the skull. Change direction. Good. We move down, circles to the base of the neck, the widow's peak, base of the neck. And you might be surprised at the connection you feel. Change direction. Concentrate. Good. Between the shoulder blades, sternum, circle, one direction. Nothing else. Head stays still. Ish. Change direction. Good. Now breathe, really breathe. Okay, take it down, solar plexus or base of the rib cage, circle. Base of the rib cage. Solar plexus, so like above the belly button. Circle. Everything else soft. Change direction. Pelvis. Whew. This one's often the easiest to connect with, right? Sacrum. And as you go back, right, really like feel this almost tuck, so this lengthening of the lower back. It just feels so nourishing. Change direction. Good. Come back through center. Side bend to one side. Okay, fold forward. Up the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Change direction. Relax the arms. Relax the thinking mind. Fold forward, look forward, chin forward, body roll coming up. Lean back, chin to the chest, round down. Good. Can you get any more articulation through the spine and the belly? change direction, okay? And forget how fast I might be going. You go at your own pace. Yeah. If this relationship to your spine is fairly new to you, please go slow. Like, romance yourself in getting to know these unusual or untapped potentials. Because they're there. They're right there for you to access, yeah? This is intrinsic evolutionary movement that we all have the ability to access to, and what used to be necessary to access. So it's in you, it's in you. There is no I can't. Come back. Arms to the sky, full breath. Hands to the heart, exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale. In. Exhale. Go a little shake, jump up and down. Shake the leg, the arm, the head. Let it all go. And you are so ready to take on the day. Yeah? I hope the body feels really interesting, really fascinating. Please do this as many times as you can. Okay? And I would love to hear, if you do take it on, how the progression goes. I guarantee you any form of movement that you're doing, whether it's yoga, whether it's training, running, or even if your job is very like stationary, if you're sitting a lot of the time, this by far just the connection you begin to feel, it has no words to describe how beautiful, how powerful it feels. So please enjoy, dedicate this to yourself. Have an amazing, amazing day. And any questions, comments, feedback, obviously find the links below, reach out, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill, okay? Thank you so much for practicing.